welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Black Cherry here. Coming to you with a quick, I don't even know if I should call it annoying, call it traveling to Jamaica during COVID season. Because you know, it is a season. It's COVID season. I think that's what I want to call it. But whatever, let's get into the video. If you're not already subscribed, you can go ahead and do that now. If you're new, subscribe because you're gonna love me. If you're not new and you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to see me. But Jamaica 2020, traveling to Jamaica now. So I left in July and I was staying with family. So I'm not from Jamaica, my brother's not from Jamaica, my mom is from Jamaica. Basically, it was a family trip. So, you know, because it's, you know, COVID season or whatever, my family and I traveled to Jamaica. We took Caribbean Airlines as our airline. So, you know, Jamaica was on lockdown for however long it was on lockdown for. I don't remember how long it was on lockdown for, but if I remember, then I'll just, you know, write it on the screen. Before traveling, the Prime Minister said that you have to get tested when you come to Jamaica. So, okay. First of all, I didn't even want to get tested in the first place because, listen, I have a low tolerance for pain, okay? For the people that have... I'm hot. For the people that have a high tolerance, they could take that. For people who have low tolerance, it's a no siree for me, okay? And I'm not about that life. Your girl's not about that life. Sticking up in nostrils and whatnot. Listen, the only thing that's supposed to go in this nostril is maybe my finger sometimes when I'm trying to get the booger out. And tissue, that's about it. Nothing else is supposed to be going up in my nose. I don't know about y'all, but I know about my nose and nothing's supposed to really be going up in there. So, okay, you know what? My mom knew that and we still traveled. And before that, you know, the Prime Minister said his words and whatnot, he also said that you had to do a, what do you call that thing? We had to do like this traveler's application entry to get into the country. I forgot what they call it. Some jam, COVID, whatever, blase, blase. So you have to do that prior to flying, and also when you get down there, you do your COVID test. Or it was said that you had to bring your COVID results to the airport before boarding. So by the time that was supposed to be happening, we was already gonna be in Jamaica. So that clearly did not apply to us because we was already gonna be there. So fast forward now, it's time to fly. I'm excited because I was going to see my family. You know, it was going to be a nice family reunion kind of trip. Haven't seen my family in a long, long time. So on the flight, we all sat together when we were going. When we were coming back, we didn't sit together. So when we were going, we all sat together. We boarded the flight. It was I'm not a fan of flying, but I'll fly. Because, you know, I want to go to different places. So I'll fly if I want to, you know, fly. But the taking off and the landing is literally not for me. I don't know about y'all. Comment down in the comment box if y'all like to fly. Because I am not the one to be so happy to be flying all the time. But, you know, if I want to visit a new place, like, you know, that's what I got to do. Got to Jamaica and we get off the plane now. That's where everything went left, okay? Everything went left. First of all, hold on. When we were in New York City, we flew from JFK. JFK, smooth. When I mean smooth, it wasn't a lot of people. Everybody was social distancing. Everyone had on their masks and everything. It was a smooth sailing through, you know, the whole security and TSA and blase, blase. All right, we get to Jamaica now. Listen, Jamaica. I don't think I want to come back after I went through all of that right now. Like, I'm going to have to come when COVID is not existed, because all the stuff that we had to do after we got off the flight, when we landed Norman Manley, Kingston, Jamaica, it was a lot. It was literally a lot. So, all right, you get off the plane, you get off the little, the little thing, the little ramp or whatever. You go through this long, everlasting, long, what do you call that? Exit, what have you, right? And you get to these like military people. Like that's what they have down there. They have military people, then they got police officers. So we saw the military personnel first, right? And they had on their gowns, their masks, head wraps, the whole nine, okay? So they had on that. You had to stand on, your little circle for social distancing between one another with your whatever luggage you brought and what have you. So we're standing there waiting. So while you're standing and waiting, they're taking your temperature and they're writing it down on a paper. Then they give you a paper to hold, so that when you get to the next step, the paper that you have, you give it to the other person so they can jot down whatever they have to jot down. So literally waiting in that line, it was long. And then they were not as organized when they were letting people, because it was a form of two lines. So one person is over here telling that person to go somewhere else, and then one person is over here telling whichever person to go next. All discombobulated, not as organized. Because I honestly feel like if you're traveling as a family together, then y'all need to just stay together. Because once you guys break apart, you're more likely to catch germs. Just keep the same little family germs in the family, instead of having one family member over there with another family germs plus their germs. You know what I mean? I just felt like we all needed to just be at the same place, at the same time, in the same little section. So whatever, that's just my thoughts. But I'm not a military personnel. I'm not Jamaica Prime Minister. I'm just Black Cherry. So back to the story. So you do your temperature. They take your temperature reading, and then after that, they call you to go to a seat. And it has like them long tables, two people sitting or one person sitting on one side, and then the customer, the people that flew in are gonna sit on the opposite side. So my brother and I went to two people, and then my mom went to a different table. That's what I mean, having the family broken up. What for what? When we all came from the same house, traveled on the same plane, sitting next to each other, and on top of that, the questions that they were asking: where are you going to be staying? Who did you come to visit? Where are you from? What's your name? What's your phone number? What's your last name? What else they asked? Where I live? How many suitcases I have? They asked so many questions, and it was kind of annoying because they want the address to where you're staying. They want how many people are in the household that you're staying. They want who are they to you. What's their relationship towards you. It was too much. And on top of that, I did not know my aunt's address. So it's like, now I gotta go, Ma, what's my address? Bro, what? And they want the phone number. And they want listen. They asked about 20 questions, and all of it. Okay, we did the questions. They told us that we had to go to a specific center to take the test. Okay, I know a lot of people are saying when they flew to Jamaica during this time, they were able to get the test taken at the airport. That ain't happened to me. Okay, move to the next step. So the next step, you have all the paperwork. They tell you that you have to take your temperature morning and evening. So you gotta take it in the morning, you have to take it in the night at a decent time. So they tell you all of that. They gave you pamphlets of what to look for, how to stop the spread, and yada yada yada. And then after that, now we went to a second station. So the next station was to oh, hold on, wait a minute, hold on. Meanwhile, we were waiting in the line before we got to the people that was, writing down our information and asking us 10,000 questions. They were telling us to download the Jam COVID app. Y'all, you've been on a long flight. You're tired. You're hungry. You standing in line. You getting your temperature taken. You have this person taking your temperature, this person writing it down, and then this one telling you to download the app. Listen, I had three different people, at least 3 to 4 different people telling me what to do and asking me questions. And my upper lip sweating from having a mask on for at least 4 hours. Not even 4 hours, probably more than 4 hours, because I wore the mask as I got in the airport up until I got to my auntie's house. That's when I took it off. So I probably wore that mask for a whole full 8-hour shift. That mask I wore for a whole 8 hours probably. So they tell you to download the app, whatever. When you get to the next station now, the next person is there asking you the same questions that the first one asked you. That is when I knew Jamaica had money, okay? Because they employed 2 different people to ask the same questions to people in the airport. That's when I knew that they had money and they not broke, as they claim that they are. Fast forward now. So we get to the second station. The guy asks us the same questions again. And she checks our temperature reading. Okay, she told us to move forward. After we move forward now, we go to customs. I think that's what they call it there. Yes, customs. So the guy takes our little paper and he asks the same questions. Where are we going? Who are you staying with? What's the address? What's their phone number? What's their name? Where am I from? Can I see your passport? Can I see your passport? Can I see your ID? I thought my passport was supposed to be my ID. I guess I was wrong. And a whole bunch of other questions. We did all of that. At that point, I was frustrated because I'm not tired of y'all asking me the same questions. And I'm hungry and I'm hot and it's just, I'm tired. It's a lot. It's a lot after a plane ride. So, whatever. We went through that. So, at that point, I was really annoyed. And I was like, do I have to show my passport again? And he was like, I don't know, miss. Knowing damn well he a liar. He's a liar. Anyway, moved on to the next station. So we move on to the next station now. The next station is finally claiming your baggage. Finally going to baggage claim to get your bag. Before you can even get your bag, you have these people. What? I don't even know. They not police officers. They not military-based people. They just people, okay? They just regular people like me and you that work in the airport. So, the people now, before we could get our bags, they asked us if we downloaded the app, which the Wi-Fi was... It was not all that good, but I digress. Oh, you have to download the app first and you have to check in before you could get your bag and before you can check your bag again and then depart the airport. Listen, I feel like I was in that airport for a whole day. A whole day. I might as well just slept in there. The way that they was asking me questions, like, bruh. The only thing they didn't ask me for was my social and my fingerprints. That's it. But basically, they asked me for everything else of my life. But whatever. So we're downloading the app, whatever. Y'all, I was about over it at this point. I literally was like, just send me back. Fly me back home. Because ain't nobody got time for this. Whatever. So, after we did that, finally got the bags. So when you get your bag, you would think that you could just, take your bags and walk out of the airport. No. You have to put your bag on a conveyor belt to go through a metal detector. I had to give my passport again, tell them where I'm staying, and then put my bag through the metal detector. And then after putting it through the metal detector, then you can exit the premises of the airport to go outside. Listen, if y'all traveling to Jamaica, y'all might not have the same experience that I did, but listen, you better have a hearty, healthy breakfast, okay? Enough stamina so you can stand and give the people them all the information that you need to give them, and just wait in all the lines that you need to wait in, and have them annoy you and attack you with questions. Because honestly, I felt like they was just doing too much. I did not need 4 people to be asking me the same question at all. So that's like you're paying 4 people to do the same job, just in different stations, like in different distances from each other. Like literally, one is here doing the same thing. Then one is here doing the same thing. Then one is here. Like they all 6 feet apart, basically asking the same thing. That makes sense? Jamaica, let me know. Some of the stuff that they did was very unnecessary and honestly a waste of time. But that's just my opinion.
We need justice, real justice we need. Justice we need.
My experience traveling to Jamaica during COVID season in July, even though COVID season is not over. I'm ready for it to be over. When you go to Jamaica, they want you to, download the app, and then you have to take your temperatures, morning, evening. They have people coming to your house, driving by to make sure that you're home, and all kind of madness. Okay, thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel time and time again. I appreciate you. I love you. I adore you. All that jazz. Don't forget to subscribe. If you made it all the way to the end and you didn't subscribe, like, what are you really doing? You just wanted to sit here and look at my beautiful face? Nah. But definitely don't forget to like this video. Definitely subscribe. Comment down below if you plan on taking any trips during this COVID. Your girl Black Cherry is up and out.